Hey guys, it's Angela and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing something a little bit different. I am in beautiful Thailand and tonight is mine and Nathan's anniversary dinner. We are celebrating 5 years of marriage. We've been together 9 years now, and yeah, I'm super excited. He booked us a beautiful restaurant to go to, so I'm getting ready, and I thought, why not do a little tutorial on just kind of like my date night makeup, and yeah, maybe talk about Thailand if I can think of what to talk about. So yeah, if you like this video at any point, give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and let's get started. Anyway, so yeah, Nate and I decided to come to Thailand for our 5th anniversary because if you don't already know, we are living in South Korea. We love it there, and because we are on this side of the world, it's a little bit more affordable to travel to some other countries. So we have a list of countries we want to go to. If you guys have any recommendations on places we should try to check out while we're over here, comment down below. But Thailand is absolutely beautiful. We are staying specifically here in Phuket, and we'll be at this hotel for 3 nights and then another hotel for 2 nights because we wanted to get a little bit of a different vibe for each location. So we're on Patong Beach over there. If you look like right here, that's actually Patong Beach there. And then our hotel has like their own private little island area beach. This right outside earlier today, it was high tide, so the water was like right up against the building. But now it's like receded quite a bit. Like, what do you think the difference was? Like 2-3 feet?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty substantial. So I've already put my hyaluronic acid and vitamin C serum on. So now I'm going to use my Clinique Moisture Surge. I use this as a primer most of the time because it has dimethicone in it. And if you don't know, dimethicone is a pore filling product, so I like to use that. I don't want anything too drying right now because, as you can see, I got some sunburn, so I want more moisture. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my eyes. I like to start with my eyes whenever I'm doing like a smoky eyeshadow or anything dark, or crazy colors even, because if you get any fallout, eyeshadow falling down onto your face, you can easily just wipe it off. So I like to prime my eyes, and I'm just using some concealer to prime them. And then I just take my sponge, I can tap. That helps to make the eyeshadow last longer, and also eyeshadow to be more vibrant. And it also helps to cancel if you have any like coloration as far as like veins or pigmentation to your eyelids. It helps to cancel that out. So I am using my dusted, crusted, and busted Jaclyn Hill makeup palette. This was the first large scale palette I ever purchased, and she has seen some days. Yeah, she's been traveling with me for a few years now. I love it, and I want a new one for Christmas because a lot of the colors I've hit pan on, and that means I'm going to be running out of them very soon. So I'm going to take the 4th shade on the top, and I'll put like a little insert here, what colors I'm using. But I'm going to take that color, and I'm going above my crease to get started. Scoot it a little bit closer here. I just use a fluffy brush. I'm actually using a Wet n Wild one. This brush is amazing for laying like your first couple colors down. You can literally pick it up at Dollar Tree for $1, obviously. But yeah, so I'm putting that color down first. I look way more red on camera than I actually am in person. I actually only have red like right here and here. And obviously like my chest is red, but. So we had to travel a couple hours to the airport, and then our flight was about 6 hours to Phuket. It would have been a little bit shorter if we were flying to like Bangkok, but because we're staying on the west side of Thailand, yeah, because we're staying on the west side of Thailand, it's a little bit further, so. And this is just our first of many trips, so I'm hoping some places we'd like to go is we actually want to come back to Thailand again because there's like so many different areas of Thailand to experience, so we would like to do that, come back here again. We also want to go to Vietnam, Philippines, Australia, want to go to Bali, which is in Indonesia. So yeah, we got a little list going. Tell me, where have you guys been? Where do you want to go? I was just recently, for the first time ever, like making my bucket list, and I think I want to travel as many countries as possible, but I think I'm gonna make it a goal to go to at least 25 by the time I'm 50. I'm currently 25 years, so that's like one country a year. That's like one vacation a year. That's not terrible. But if you already take into consideration how many I've been to, already cuts it down a little bit, because I've been to Canada, but just like Niagara Falls area, I want to go like into the mountains, maybe go like skiing or something like that. Yeah, I want to go to Canada again, but I've been there. I've been to Paris, would love to go back, which is in France, in case you guys don't know geography. Hello, hi. And Jamaica, Nate and I went there 5 years ago for our honeymoon, and we live in South Korea, so there's another one. I had a short layover for a day in Okinawa, Japan. Nate and I already are starting to look at travel arrangements to go there for like a long weekend, which would be absolutely amazing. So that would check off technically Japan, even though Okinawa is different than mainland Japan. But we can also fly to Japan, because flying to Japan can be really inexpensive. Oh, so I'm using this color here. Okay, so you can literally see what colors I use on my date night. I started with this one. I'm using this one. And then I'll go in and smooth things out with this one here. So those are the first 3 colors I'm putting down. Just so you know, because this, I guess, is supposed to be a tutorial. I don't know. I just kind of go for it. So I'll get a little closer. And then I go back in with the first brush, but I'm grabbing that 3rd color I just showed you guys. And I'm kind of fluffing that in between the 2 colors. And then I usually stop at this point and decide how dark do I want to go for this date night, because I'll either do just one more shade and then like a metallic over top of that, or I'll have like 2 or 3 more steps. So tonight I'm wearing a black dress, and you probably, if you follow me here, you probably follow me on one of my other social medias. If not, please do. I have them linked in the description down below. So if you've seen this black dress, this is the makeup look that I did. So now I'm gonna go in, I kind of go back and forth between these 2 colors here and pick up a little bit of each. And I'm gonna darken the outer V of my eye. And this is a Jaclyn Hill JH40 brush from Morphe. So not only am I doing the V, but I also then like ombre it in. And then I just go in with the second color and I just tap right on the edge here. And that kind of blends everything together. Sorry, the light is this way, so if you see me going back and forth, that's what I'm doing. And then I'll look and make sure I'm blended evenly on both sides. I actually decided I'm gonna go a little bit into my crease with this color too. I'm gonna bring it up like that. I might regret that decision. We'll see. So yeah, there's a bunch of speedboats bouncing around out there, and some people are walking in the beach in this area now. They weren't earlier. Okay. So this is what it looks like at this point. And then it kind of looks so crazy, but this is where the magic now will happen. So now I am going in with this color here. It's called Obsessed. I know that because I am obsessed with that color. And then the one next to it is Smoke or SBN, which is Smoky but Natural. And I'll be going in with that color next. So I have some of that on my brush. I'm going to spray a little setting spray on it. That kind of makes it wet so it sticks a little bit better to the eyelid. And then I go in, and it's a shimmer shade, so that's why I sprayed that one. This brush I'm using is a flat synthetic brush, and it's the JH41. And I always do both eyes. So I always do both eyes with the lighter shade first, look at it, and then decide if I want the second color, which is the Smoky but Natural one. And I am going to go in with the darker one, so I just put it right on the edge of where that lighter one stops. And blend it in to the darker shade of the V. I go back to the JH40, but I don't re-dip. And I just kind of smudge those 2 colors, the outer V color and that Smoky but Natural color. I kind of smudge them together. That way they blend nicely. I got a little bit of fallout. That's what that dark spot is, so just take that and wipe it off. Yeah, you gotta
give a like for a nice booty.
I hate you. Are you really about to stay in my shot?
I'm looking.
I'm just
I paid for the thing.
I'm just asking. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with some liquid eyeliner, and just pause for a second because I can't show you guys this. I'm sorry.
YouTube amateur.
Thank you. It's just water. He's being fancy and cute, and that's why I love him. Don't tell him I said that.
A few moments later.
Ooh, there's a storm a brewing.
Yeah.
Yeah, come look at this.
Yeah. It was supposed to happen already, actually. I wonder if it's just like normal business that this time of day, this time of year, storms.
Yeah.
And it lasts, just short.
Alright guys, I'm back from doing the eyeliner, and I think I like the colors. I don't want to go darker, I think. But I am going to do the rest of my face now before I go in with my lower lash line and mascara. So I'm going to do a combo of my BB cream and the Maybelline 24-hour foundation. I don't know the exact name of this because it's wearing off, but this, guys, is a beautiful foundation. The only reason why I've been mixing the two is because I love like this in between where it's not full coverage, but it kind of is. And also with me being tan right now, or actually a little sun-kissed, I was tan, now I'm sun-kissed. The darker BB cream is more my shade, so I kind of mix the two on the back of my hand, bounce my sponge on it, and then I just go right in. And I always start in the middle right here and blend out down to my cheek first because that's where I want most of my coverage, and then I blend up a little bit thinner like this. And the reason why is because I then go in with concealer anyways for my under eyes, so I don't want too much product there. And by keeping it a little bit thinner with the foundation there, it allows me to go in with the concealer that's more full coverage. And I go back and forth between using a sponge or using a makeup brush. The sponge that I've been using a lot right now is the Morphe sponge. It's affordable, it's cheaper than a beauty blender, but I like the coverage. And why am I talking with half coverage on my face? But the makeup brush that I use is a flat synthetic brush, and again, it's a Jaclyn and Morphe one. It's JH03. Nate a few years ago bought me, no, last year for Christmas, he bought me the brushes. God, it feels like it's been longer than that. He bought me the brushes for Christmas last year. So I have like a full 100 some brushes from her line. It's gonna get a little dark because there are, I'll show you guys, storm clouds moving in. Yeah, so there's storm clouds moving in, and it's kind of like Florida weather, I guess, during this time of year, where like they come in for a minute and then like the storms are gone. So, and this is what I mean by I go back and forth between the brushes, because the brush and the sponge, For whatever reason, I think it's because of the humidity, the sponge is just not letting the product sit the way I like it to on the face. So the brush is kind of pushing it in a little bit better. And so, yeah, I'm liking the way that looks a lot better. Now this part I can do like really quickly. The eyes take the longest for me because I really take my time with blending. And then like the rest of my face, it's boom, boom, boom for the most part. So, some concealer. I am really enjoying the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. I'm gonna use that brush, and I always start by tapping it out down here. And so that way most of the coverage stays up. I don't pull it down, I just tap along here and then tap this out. Do the same on this side. You can still see some of my rosy cheeks. I have naturally pink cheeks, so when I get any bit of sun on them, they are like fire engine red. And then I'm going to use my Kat Von D palette, and I just mix a little bit of both of these, but I'm going more with the yellow because I'm a little bit darker now. And I just tap that all up in that area first, and then kind of spread it all over. And that just helps to set the makeup in place. Alright, now we're going to go in with bronzer and contour. I'm going to start with bronzer. I really like this one here that I've been using from Butter Bronzer. It is the shade Light Bronzer. So I'm going to use this Wet n Wild one from, again, the dollar store. It's a really good brush. And I'm going really light with the bronzer because I really don't need that much, because girl was in the sun today and I put sunblock on my face, and it was like it got worse after I put sunblock on my face. Like I had it in the morning, had it on my face, put more on my face, and went out again, and it like got worse. Don't know what that's about, but bronze my forehead here just so it blends. And this is why I don't powder my forehead either, because the bronzer kind of does that. And I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. I'm going to just use that same brush and go in with this medium shade and just pick up a tiny bit. And I'm just going to basically hit like right here. And then blend that in. See the difference? Like this just looks more angled, and this is like, I don't know. I know this is all different, so. Yeah. Okay. And despite my cheeks already being rosy from the sun, I am going to still go in with a little bit of blush. And the reason why is because my pink is really concentrated here. And so I help to blend it up. That's the wrong bag. So I blend the blush up a little bit, which helps to blend into the contour and the highlight when I get to that point, but also because it helps to bring the pink up, which helps to frame my face a little bit better. So I actually hit right here where the pinkiness of my cheek isn't, and then blend it down. Just like that. So now my sun-kiss looks more evenly distributed and not just like these puff balls on my cheek. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my under eye and I'm going to take this shade here. And just kind of blend it down there. And it's gonna get better in a second, but go into the other eye. If you ever blend too far down, you can always take your brush that you use to set down there and kind of go back and forth, and that'll help smooth it out. Alright guys, I'm going to pop on lashes and mascara, and I'll be back in just a minute. That is my top lashes done. I don't know how the hell I just did that because I don't have tweezers, and if you've ever put eyelashes on without tweezers, you know the difficulty that is in there. Whew, that was not fun. So I'm gonna throw a little mascara on my bottom lashes, and then there was just like 2 more things and we'll be done. So mascara is on, guys. I think I'm sitting on the edge of the seat now, so I'm like, the top of my head is cut off. Sorry about that. And I'm going to very quickly just fill in my eyebrows. They aren't too bad right now. I just like to add a little bit of color right up here. And I know some people do their eyebrows first. I have to do my eyebrows like after foundation. For whatever reason, I sometimes get foundation in my eyebrows and it's not a pretty day. Boom, boom, boom. I use the other side with the spoolie, brush it through. Maybe I'm not big, maybe it's because I have decent eyebrows, or I'm not big into like the drawn, precise brow, but like, I don't know how some people they say that they'll spend like 10 minutes on brows. I'm like, no. An hour on eyeshadow? Yeah. Last thing for the eyes, I go in with the 2 lightest shades of the palette, and I just go back and forth, and I'll put a little bit under my brow bone and in my inner tear duct. Tear duct? And then and spray my face. Setting spray. And it dry. Highlighting brush. And I'm gonna go in with the Precious Petals from Wet n Wild. And just, oh yeah. I love a good glow. A little bit there. whenever it's date night, I do go up on the temples a little bit. If it's every day, if it's everyday highlighter, I don't do that. But date night is allowed to be a little extra. Okay. Alright guys, and that is it for the makeup portion. I am going to hop inside, get dressed, do this shower hair, and get ready for dinner. It's getting a little dark out. The storm clouds are moving back in again. But yeah, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, like I said, give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you. Bye!